Those guys were incredible when they start moving people out, you know, their homes. It's, you know, they move them into some other place, and they were saying, like, where they move into. They probably move them out of Chicago or in some other community.
I'm from Missouri.
I get a seat and let's, you know, before I had a chance to. This is poor people's power. And that's what this little hand-painted button's all about that we've been passing around to people. People that want to take over and have a government for theirself, that they'll be treated right. That's what it's all about. I want to introduce a man that come over tonight from another part of town, but he's fighting for some of the same causes we're fighting for, and start the meeting off. So I'm going to introduce you to Bob Lee here and let him rap a little while. Bob.
I'm a Black Panther. I'm a section leader of the Black Panther. This is Parson. He's a security man. This is Sister Ruby. We met with Junebug and his brothers last Wednesday night, last week, at the Church of Three Crosses, where we both had a chance to rally, get together. Panthers are here. Panthers are here. For Uptown.
Okay.
For anyone who lives in Uptown. With brown, green, yellow, purple, or pink. But I'm saying Panthers are here, and you'll have to tell us what we can do and what we can do together. We come here with our hearts open, you cats to supervise us, where we can be of help to you.
One thing we're going to have to do is put our heads together and figure out where we can help Uptown, help the people in Uptown.
Right.
And the thing is that I want everybody who's got any questions at all to speak them up and say them now.
Who's here as concerned people? Who's here that want to see this thing move?
Yeah, man.
Right on. Well, the first thing we talk about now is how we're going to organize. You know, where we're going to organize. We almost right now, man, figure out like what we want. You know, what do we want? What do you want? What do you want, man? What do you want in your community? What do you want here? Look here, man. Don't lay back on the cuts, man. And you know, like we're not moving, man. Are you afraid of you want to take the berets off, man, or what, man?
You propose that you do a lot of marching and things like
No,
that?
sir. No, sir.
It seems like these marches seems to do more harm than do good.
No, sir. No marching. No, sir. The thing that we're about is that this is your community. This is your community. Let's move. You know, and we can't move without you. We can't move. We can't move without the people.
Like on the west side and south side, you have a basic unity to start with.
For the skin color.
Right.
Okay, but damn, see, the thing we got to deal with is concept of poverty, man. We got to erase the color thing. See, I mean, concept of the same thing. There's welfare up here, people on welfare up here. There's people that receive ADC. Right. You know, there's police brutality up here. There's rats and roaches. There's poverty up here. That's the first thing that we can unite on. That's the common thing we have, man. And we can unite on poverty and unite on the concept of poverty. You know, everything becomes colors, man. Right on.
The building's not fit for dogs to live in, but humans having to pay $144 a month for the thing. They sell the building, you know, to new ownership. What we need is understanding among the people.
Right on.
Coalition between the people to stick together.
Right on.
And take them owners and put them over here in the lake somewhere.
Right on. Right on. This man right here, you know, the things he said, these are things we can start working on. We can start working on those very things. Getting rid of the Urban Progress Center. If the cats don't get themselves together. Get rid of these little junky employment agencies the cats don't. I mean, these are things you can start working from, man. These are things you can start working from. Ladies, stand up and tell us some of the hell you've been going through. Something.
Show them my granddaughter, Marcella. She wants to be free.
Stand up.
Tell them what they're doing to Eddie out there. When we come out and how they talk to your mother and how they jumped on us down. Come on, don't be bashful. I talk too much. You all got to talk. Now's the time to talk.
You don't want your kid to be raised at the job you're coming through now. You don't want to do.
let him tell.
People got to do something. You can't have only one or two leaders.
Please, stand up. Just stand up.
Got to have the people doing something.
Can you do it?
Come on.
My sister-in-law, she came up and said that the cops were out there fritzing my brother, and we went out there, and there was one of them cops were sticking a knife in my brother's behind, just sickening. I went up and I asked him what he was doing. He says it's none of your business. He told me to get out of there. Asked me who I was, and I said I was his sister. And he told me to get the hell out of there.
Well, she was cussing the cops out like mad. She's in here and all. Call up the police when nothing's going on, and the police are going to come and make it happen.
They trying to put your words in your mouth, make you put yourself in jail.
But I want you people to stick together, and I'll stick with Black Panther, and they'll stick with me, and I know they will.
We're going to do it our own way, and that's all there is to it.
Right on, your own way.
I saw a Black Panthers movie last week. Their points are real good, man. You got to pick up the gun, that's all.
Right on.
Oh, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them coming down the street and kicking my damn head in for nothing I ain't done.
Bobby Hutton gave his life, man. The cat was 18 years old. He gave his life. And from that day on, Panthers moved up for the black community are concerned. From that day on, Panthers moved up because black communities knew and felt what Huey was saying, but Huey went out and did for the people what the people wanted to do for the last 15, 20 years. He did to the pig what Roger would like to do. Nobody's saying that, hey, we're not saying go out and off the pig, go out and start shooting up pigs, you know. But this is the way Huey did it. If it comes to that, I'm sure that one of these brothers are capable of doing it.
We're going to stop this shit one way or the other if we have to fight with guns.
Before you can do that, got to be some discipline. I'm reacting to what you say you want to do. Okay. The first thing is discipline, man, before you can even control the pig, or you're off you, man. From here, you start out going into the community so the community know, man, what you're doing. Because see, if the pig off you, Roger, and you be going to the funeral, man, you've been in a casket, and the people in the community don't even know you're dead. You got to have the community back. The pigs, the police are protecting the landlords. If Roger run out with a Molotov cocktail to throw in one of these rat-infested buildings, they kill him. They kill him. They kill him. Somebody answer why? Why the man come down on us like that? Why?
What you're saying, well, there's the police ain't about protecting people, they're about protecting property.
Right. Right. You been in jail before, baby? You been in jail? Right on. So I'll tell you nothing about the pig. Once you realize, man, that your house is funky with rats and roaches, you know, same way a black dude's house is, you know, once you realize that your brothers have been brutalized by the cops, the same way the west side and south side is, you know, once you realize, man, that you're getting inadequate, man, education in these high schools and junior high schools over here, the same way the south side and the west side, you know, once you realize that you are paying taxes for the cops to whoop your ass, you're paying them. You're paying them, man, for to whoop your ass. You're paying them to come in to beat your children. You're paying them to run you off the corners. And you're paying them to kill you. The deal from there. The same thing is happening on the south side and the west side. And if you can realize that concept of poverty, a revolution can begin.
Now Wednesday, model cities is meeting, and they're going to put through some kind of program, and you know, we're all going to get run out of here eventually. Now I put a proposal together that people that want to be together, people listening to this stuff and digging it, and people that's got it in their hearts that want to be together, be up here Wednesday. We go down and we stop that meeting.
All through the city, there's $38 million supposed to be split up to bring poor people out of poverty.
What the hell have they bought? What have they done? Not a damn thing.
These goddamn people that own businesses here in Uptown are sitting down, and we can't sit on those consoles. We can't tell where the money ought to go. Damn it, we ought to go down there and stop them and piss on the money and do the neighborhood right. If we can't do it, they oughtn't to do it.
Wednesday will be for confronting the model cities.
And you better be together, because the pigs are in here right now, and they know what we're going to do, you dig? When you do it right, or don't do it at all. We done something with trouble. Yep, and now we're trying to get on the floor if we get over that.
Wow.
Look here, sir. I'll see you Monday night. Look here. I'll see you Monday night.
It takes time, and if you expect Uptown to change overnight, you've got a guest coming.
It's
and if you think this council...
the poor, it's changing for the rich.
Right on! The motion now says that we will present the program that they have accepted.
We'll have our day.
Right on!
You're not using it for the poor.
The people in the audience will be heard when there's not a council member speaking.
I reserve my time. You know, for a long time, we have been coming here and we have been quite little children. Community people. They ask for citizen participation. I want to show you where citizen participation goes and how it's voted up on. Except those points are presented tonight, they're voted on, and not only voted on, we was going to just ask voted up or down, but passed. I'll guarantee you that this council will not be met with no more, and this council will not meet again, and there's 200 more citizens that's meeting at Threshold tomorrow night to see that it's ended.
Your remarks. Number one. The remarks are very much out of order. To do with citizens' participation, which is a document which is not being considered tonight. Is there any further discussion concerning this motion? All those of you in favor of voting, please raise your hand. If you wish to vote at this time, take your seat. Raise your hand.
What do you got against poor folks? You used to be one.
It doesn't need it. It does not care. Because his failure to vote means it doesn't pass. Therefore, if he votes, it will pass it. But that means it's not needed. It is needed to pass it. It's not needed. It's only needed to pass it, but it's not needed to have it fail. If he doesn't vote, it fails, and therefore, if he votes, it's not necessary to pass it for you. As a matter of procedure, you're incorrect, Dick. So let's go in the room and talk about it.
This is worse than any southern town, everyone. Don't you know it? It's worse than any southern town, everyone. It's worse. Let me tell you, it's worse, Nathan. We supported your goddamn businesses in Uptown.
All those in favor of adjournment, please raise your hand. Thank you. This meeting stands adjourned.
It's our meeting. The director said we could meet. All of the people in sympathy with the people here, please sit down. If you wish to attend this meeting, please sit down. Will somebody close the back doors? I feel a draft coming in. Before the cop comes in, there's a cop coming in here. Don't say nothing. Let Bob set it up with him, and then we're going to ask him to go back out again. This is a community relations sergeant. I want them to talk and get it over with real quick to set up a meeting.
He's coming in. Take it easy. How are you?
My name is Bob Lee, sir.
Sergeant Kramer.
I'm working with the Committee on Police Brutality and Harassment. We, the United People, would like to arrange a meeting with the police department.
We already discussed that.
We want to really meet and discuss some things that happen in the community that you know are real and that people here can vouch for that it has been happening. We're trying to build some rapport with the police district here.
Right.
Build some rapport with the people, if not with the officers on the street, at least with the officials inside the departments. Whereas maybe they can pass some sort of rules or policies to stop this wanton harassment, sir. So, like, I think that I'll ask Mr. Geary here to announce our next meeting, whatever night that would be, sir, and you can have one.
Well, have we found out when we're going to have this meeting?
Monday night, right here.
Right on.
We're going to show them how to have a real council meeting here. The first hour is with the pigs.
The next hour is with the people. And the streets belong to the people and not the pigs, remember that.
I know different. And I know your reasons of why that you've been hollering and the things that you've been saying. And I talked to Sergeant Kramer the other day, and I talked to Commander Conley, and they both told me they wasn't aware of what was happening on Wilson Avenue. And so here tonight, we're here to make them aware of it. We want to have a good community, a good neighborhood, and furthermore, we intend to have a good neighborhood and a good community. Now, I want to turn the meeting over at this time to the chairman of the Police Brutality Committee, as what we call it. I would like to be able to drop the part brutality and let it become just the police committee, and hopefully something can be worked out here tonight. I give you the chairman of that committee, Mr. Bob Lee.
Personally, one thing happened to me Monday night as I walked in the street, but that was the past. So I think Junebug right now can release some things.
Okay, would all the young patriots get up here and stand in front? This is about half of the group of guys that I'm working with in Uptown, and we like to say that we're not a gang, and we got a 4-point thing going. One thing we're for is better housing for people in the neighborhood. Another is stop of police harassment. Another is trying to end urban renewal from kicking people out of the neighborhood. And the fourth thing is to have better relations between people in the neighborhood who doesn't know each other. We're out to help the community, and it's the best way we know how. And that if our guys get arrested, we're going to try any way possible to stop it. I'd like to hear your comments.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to congratulate you on picking the title of the Young Patriots. To me, that has a connotation of meaning patriotic. And I like those words. They're kind of unique these days. Now, there's nobody in this room that knows anything about being poor any more than I do, or anything more about your plight than I do. I ask you to keep your questions constructive. I ask you to keep the meeting orderly, and I assure you that something will come out of it.
A week ago today, 6 young men, along with myself, were walking down Broadway Street. We just left a meeting at Junebug's house. We were detained for 2 hours, I would say. 6 or 7 fellows walking down the street. So I'd like you to maybe define, like, is 6 guys on the street considered a gang, or at this time of night?
First of all, I will concede that police officers generally are a little prejudicial in regard to any citizen who perhaps doesn't dress or look like the way they think people should look. Now, I certainly appreciate your plight being a Negro, but it would be silly for me to stand here tonight and make excuses for my men or try to make you feel a little better by saying my men were wrong. It would be wrong both ways. We have to know some of the background. There may have been a robbery there an hour before, 15 minutes before. There may have been a crime wave before. There may have been burglaries. There may have been jackrolling, so many things. We're trying to better things. We're trying to bring out in the police officer, we're trying to teach him that everybody isn't like him. Sometimes things happen that I don't know about, but I will make it my business to know about them if you will bring it to my attention.
A question about a Red Squad. Every meeting that's been held in Thresholds Hall has been observed by the Red Squad and photographed because I've watched it. I want to know what the purpose of this is.
The Red Squad? They take your pictures just as these people are taking my picture here.
No, it's not quite that open.
Well, apparently it was. You saw it and other people have seen it. There are those units within the police department or any law enforcement unit that have as their function the investigating and looking into organizations that perhaps are a little on the suspect side or have revealed themselves in such a way as to be a little bit questionable.
Who defines that?
Perhaps we do.
Is this the one, Bob? Is this the one the police officers took off of you? Now, this was a Nixon Agnew button that we didn't have money to buy a button, so we painted over. The Oriental people, the Spanish people, the white people, the black people, and the red people.
Policemen have taken these buttons off somebody in this room.
Yeah.
Who?
Off this young man.
Well, I can't see where that's right. That's completely wrong as far as I can see. Somebody that can come up and take a button off you for no reason whatsoever.
Well, what's the purpose of something like that be?
Well,
Can I say something? I'm only 16 years old, and they threw me up against the wall and slapped me a couple times, even in the cop station.
for what, son?
For what? I don't know. They come in my friend's house, they drag me to the police station. 2 detectives take me out the hall and try to make me say things that I ain't. And slap me because I won't say that I ain't something. And then you expect me to come and tell y'all, you're going to have a squad car watching me 24 hours a day? Because when they say that I say something to y'all about them knocking the hell out of me, then they say they're going to kill me. Can you have a squad car watching me 24 hours a day to make sure that they don't harm me? I've had them in the police station. In the police station, take me in the back room and bang my damn head against the wall. Said, let me see how tall you are, and then crack my head like that.
What did you do, son?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Just being in a friend's house, and they come in and take me to the station.
Don't mean no matter what you do, an officer's not supposed to hit.
They say they're going to kill me if I tell anything. They say they're going to kill me. They even tell me in the police station, if I catch you outside, I'm going to kill you, boy. And I can't walk down the street.
For what reason did they bring you in?
There's no reason. I'm sitting in a friend's house.
Well, I just want the complete story. What was done, if it was done, was wrong. Nothing was done, but I want the complete story from you.
Yes, sir, I'll tell you.
Not just what happened, not just what we did wrong. I want to know what you did wrong that precipitated this. That's all.
All right.
Doesn't matter what he did wrong.
I'll tell you what I did.
Story. He's not telling the complete story.
All right, I'll tell a complete story.
It's wrong, and I concede it, it's wrong. But why doesn't he tell the complete story?
Let me talk, will you?
The complete story.
I was in a homosexual's house, watching his TV set, waiting for his cousin to come back. His cousin's 17 years old. Happens to be a friend of mine. He's a homosexual. They come in and they try to make me say that I'm a faggot, you know.
All right, if you'll stay after, I will register your complaint, and you'll find out that it'll be investigated, and you'll be treated properly.
If anyone here is harassed by any police officer, we will, be sure to take his badge number down, his car number, and we will see this man. We will see this man. And then I like to know, if we come to you with, a badge number, a car number, and you find this officer to have really harassed one of the people here, like what will happen to him?
Now, let's wait and see.
We'll send you complaints that we get from the neighborhood weekly.
Any harassment of the young patriots through our political organization, you are taking on personal responsibility to see that it doesn't happen.
Of course, I have to. This is my responsibility. In the past, the poor neighborhoods have been exploited by persons or persons who have been less than American. There's so many of these anti-American, pink, even red organizations.
I really resent the statement that you said that there might be some red or this kind of thing, because I personally think that I'm as better, or at least as good as an American as you are, and I think that if there's anyone here in this audience who is not an American, I think you should point this out. I think the purpose of this meeting was to, in fact, accentuate that positive part, that here we are, Americans, red, black, yellow, white, with one goal in mind, to build a society. And this is why I regret you bringing up that fact that there might be some red taint here.
I said the potential in a poor neighborhood is disproportionate than any other neighborhood for people being exploited by these types of people. How could I possibly say anybody in this room has any other feature than complete, pure-blooded American? How could I say it? I don't know a person in this room.
I'm a member of the Young Patriots, and I'm not going to run out a long line of particular harassments that have been thrown up against people, but just use one to clear up a point you made, which is probably the strongest point we've been talking about tonight. And that is, I've been in the house of Southern white people, and I've heard policemen, pardon me ladies, say, throw them up against the wall and say, you fucking hillbillies, what you got on you, and this kind of thing. And all I want to say is, when you talk about tolerance, we're not tolerating this, we're angry. 100 years ago, this flag, which I wear on my cap, represents the Confederate States of America. We was beat down, and we beat down people for 100 years, and we know what it's like to beat down people. And we beat down people hard. We all getting ourselves together, we're angry about it, because we're all beaten down today. And we're going to be out on the streets, and we'll be helping you if you want our help. And it's not the matter we communists, we this or that and the other. We're just folks who are trying to get things straight in our community. Is that clear enough?
Does anybody here believe what they had to say?
They asked me what did I think of the police officers now. I think they were just feeding us a bunch of shit tonight to keep everything getting started, man.
You tried your best, man. Because you're about the community, and you're not going to let them stop you.
Hey, Bob, we can't let this happen because they're going to let us just go down, man, like we was a long time ago, where they can start this shit up again, but we'll have to go through it again. We'll keep on going through it. We ain't never going to get nothing done.
There's one thing we got to do. We got to get out. We got to reach a lot of people, man, because if we don't, we're going to get picked off easy. We're going to get picked off quick. And we got to get people to back us up and show them that they're backing us up so they get off our backs.
That's right. They don't want us to build ourselves up like the Panthers did. Because they're afraid if people's going to keep building themselves up, that we're all going to get together and we're going to get done what we want done.
These 200 buttons here, well, Panthers going to start wearing them now. See?
They're going to try to prevent this every way they can by acting like our friends. That pig almost had me convinced tonight, man. He did. I started even believing this shit.
See, that's his job.
I know that.
That was his job. One of the most important things that being worried about him now, because that was one stage we went through tonight. Talk with him. Now the whole thing now is community. You get in touch with everybody in this community. Put pamphlets in the stores, even hand one to a police officer on the corner.
Anything to get them in.
But what if it don't happen? What are we going to do? We're going to fight them or what? I mean, what
we're jerking the community in, man. The community's going to fight. We're going to be part of the community.
I mean, how are we going to fight them? Guns?
Don't get hung up on that now.
They ain't going to stop cracking our heads, man.
It's 1,000 people up here, Jack.
We'll get it sooner or later, man.
Later? When you later, I'm gonna be dead. I don't think you laying in your grave. You lay in your grave and other people can still be fighting. You ain't got shit, man.
I might lay into my grave, but I'll feel good to know that I fought for my fucking land. I ain't gonna be, you know why? Because I'm gonna say, motherfucker, I'm gonna fight for that shit. And pretty soon, motherfucker, if they ain't gonna give it to me, if they ain't gonna give it to me, we gonna fight the motherfucker. Man, I'm gonna walk down the motherfucking street and them fucking cats mess with me. I just go, bam, motherfucker, this is mine. Yeah? Well, if I got 15,000 guys behind me, motherfucker, it's gonna be a different scene. You can think the best things you want when you die, saying I'm a hard motherfucker, but I'm dead. That's it. That's it, man. That's it, motherfucker, man. I met this cat from now, man, when I got out of high school, he fucking joined up, man, went to now for 4 years, man. He come back, he said, man, I don't care how big you are, a big, hard-ass motherfucker. He said, you watch them cats go over there, man, I said, I'm a hard motherfucker. He said, them old cats are dead, man. Them cats are dead, man. Some little cat going, bam, you a dead motherfucker, man. You could be the hardest cat in the world, man. Some cat shoots you and you're a dead motherfucker right then and there.
At night you ain't crying, man, begging to get the fuck out of here.
If I know I'm dying, I know I got the satisfaction. At least I fought.
Ain't no satisfaction in dying, man. Fuck it, man. Ain't no satisfaction in dying. Ain't no satisfaction in dying a hero, man. You're fucking dead, and that's it. You can die a hero, you're still a fuck.
We got a plan.
Fuck it, man. You're dead. It ain't no difference, man. You're a fucking hunk of shit.
We got a plan it so we win, not so we die, man.
Fuck them. I don't dig dying, man. You have a group that yes, I'm gonna die sometime, and that's why I say it ain't no sense in working all my fucking life for bullshit, because I know I'm gonna die. Ain't no sense in putting up with the horse shit they put on you all the time, because I know I'm gonna die. That's what it's about, man. Ain't no sense in waiting, so I'm gonna be 95 years old, drive my XKE. Fuck them, man. I want it now, because it's mine.